There are a couple of ways to create A to B routes using the TravelTime tool in QGIS. The simplest one of these is to use this route simple tool in the toolbar. And this is incredibly straightforward to configure. We just choose a type of transport, whether we want leaving at a time or arriving at a time. And then we simply click to select an origin, click to select a destination, and the tool will then create the route between them. Visually, this gets broken down by the type of transport being used. So in this case, because we selected public transport, it has some walking, buses, underground, all displayed differently. You can also open up this attribute table, which gives you your turn-by-turn directions for what that route involves. And if you just order it using this part ID field, you get from the start to finish your turn-by-turn directions. To create lots of routes at once, rather than having to go and click in every time selecting an origin and a destination, we can also run this off layers of points. So here I've got a couple of layers, one of 10 locations and one with 1 location. And we go into our TravelTime platform section of the processing toolbox, and under simplified we have a routes simple tool. Here we select our 2 layers of points. So under searches we'll select 1 location, under locations we'll select the 10 locations. In general, the layer with the fewest points we put as searches, and the layer with the most points we put as locations. Whether we want to arrive at a time or depart at a time. So let's say we want to arrive at this location using public transport to get there at 9 AM in the morning. And there are 3 different output styles that we can use. And these affect both how the routes are displayed visually on the map and also how the attribute table works. So normal will display each end-to-end route as a different color, so you can identify each separate end-to-end journey. Duration will display different colored routes based on buckets of total travel time. So say from 0 to 5 minutes would be one color, 5 to 10 minutes would be another color, etc. To give you a sort of visual sense of which are the longest routes, which are the shortest routes in terms of travel time. And details will, like we showed in the route simple tool, will break down those journeys visually based on what type of transport is being used for each leg of that journey. So walking or public transport or cycling or whatever type of transport is being used. In terms of the attribute table, for normal and detailed, we'll get 1 row in the attribute table for each end-to-end journey, whereas in detailed we'll get 1 row in the attribute table for each leg of the journey, as was the case when we ran the quick tool. If I show you what duration looks like. So here we've got all of those routes displayed based on how long they take. And if we open up our attribute table, as I said, we get 1 row for each end-to-end route. And we also get a travel time and a distance for those. Just a tip. If you're just looking to generate travel times or distances between lots of origins and lots of destinations, then time filter is a much more efficient way of calculating those values. Routes is to be used when you want to visualize these routes or get the turn-by-turn directions out. If it's just travel times or distances you're interested in, then time filter is the tool for you, and we'll cover that separately.